97.9 GRD Rocks. Johnnie Walker with you. Joined by a special guest today. We got a good show coming up on Friday in Kalamazoo. You do not want to miss this one. And a special guest on the phone, I have Josh Todd from Buckcherry. How you doing, man?
What's up? I'm doing good, man. We've, we got a new record out right now. It's called Rock and Roll, and we've just been having a blast playing this stuff live. And the tour kicked off about a week ago, and it's going really well.
Nice. Tell us, before we get into the album, tell us about the tour. Who have you got with you, and who picked the bands to come with you on this tour?
Right now we got Saving Abel. They've been around for a while. We've done shows with them in the past, and it was just a good fit. And we got a great opening band, Sons of Texas. These guys are young, and they're a little gang, and they're really good live. So it's a good package.
Those are some great bands to play with. So tell us about the new album, Rock and Roll. Why the title? What was the whole focus going into this thing?
Well, our first record was in 1999, and this is our seventh record. And from the moment we started, everybody was telling us that rock and roll is dead. It's like almost a common theme, like with every record. And Keith and I, we threw around the idea of calling a record rock and roll a while back, and it was just time, and we just wanted to make a really fun Buckcherry record, and kind of make a 10-song record that you could put on and leave on, and that was the whole idea behind it.
So everybody throws around that whole rock is dead thing. It's just, and it's been going on forever. People just don't understand rock is never going away.
Well, I understand, what they mean by it. And I think they mean like the glory days and all that kind of stuff, and then that's the truth. I mean, it's never going to be the same. It's just a different way of, playing rock music, but it's been alive and kicking for all these years, and we've had a really great career. We've had a lot of longevity in this business, so that was kind of the reason why we wanted to do it. And there's not a lot of bands that are making traditional rock and roll records like we're making, so it just seemed like the right time to call it what it is.
And now this is like your first full length. You did the last EP on your own label. What's it like putting out an album on your own thing and not really being tied to anybody with another label?
Yeah, the EP, the FEP was like the guinea pig. We had like really great success, and we made all of our partners happy. And so, then it came time for the LP, and, we always wanted to make 10-song records, so now we get to do it. I don't feel like a record needs to be more than that. I think it's too much. Nobody listens to 12 and 15-song records. Nobody listens to them all the way through, and our favorite records were 9 and 10-song records. So we get to do what we want. It's the best time to be in Buckcherry, and, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves already, so it's fantastic.
So you've got a couple songs on the new album that kind of came from, I guess they all come from different places, but you got like one of them that comes from racing go-karts and Kurt Busch racing. Tell us about that.
No, our first single, Bring It On Back, is, I'm a huge motorsports fan, and yeah, Kyle and Kurt Busch are like, my favorite drivers in America. I just like the way they drive. They're really aggressive. They got colorful personalities, and I just think they're great for the sport because, all the new school drivers and everybody's so clean cut and G-rated for their sponsors that I like them because they're a little rough around the edges. So, I wanted to put myself in like the third person and like try to write a song from the racer's perspective, the driver's perspective, and that's how Bring It On Back came about. It was one of the first songs we had written, and it just came out great.
Well, I got Josh Todd on the phone from Buckcherry. They're going to be here on Friday in Kalamazoo with Saving Abel. We're talking about songs from the new album. Tell me about this other song on the album that you wrote with your daughter.
Oh, yeah. That song's called The Feeling Never Dies. It's one of the ballads on the record. And, yeah, I just wanted to kind of create a chorus, an original song that I could sing around the house with my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, because I wanted to teach her how to learn other people's lyrics and sing harmonies. And so we started singing this, I wrote the chorus and just, a few chords on the guitar, and we just would sing this chorus over and over again together. And then she started singing it by herself around the house. So when I started listening to her, I was like, wow, this is a pretty good chorus. I should probably play this for Keith. And so I played it for Keith, and he added some really great verse and bridge music, and then I finished up the lyrics and melodies. And it just came out really good. It's one of, it's pretty popular song on the record, and we're playing it live now, and it goes over great live.
Nice. Did you get a chance to get your daughter on the song, get her recorded on that?
No, I should have, I thought of that later, like, God, I should have had her sing on it, but, it would have probably taken a long time to get her, the right timing and the right pitch and everything. So we'll do it in the future for sure.
Well, you guys have always had a pretty energetic stage show. I saw you just a couple years ago at Balloon Fest in El Paso. What does it take to keep doing pretty energetic stage shows, show after show after show? What do you do to prepare? How do you keep yourself in that mindset to just keep doing great shows?
I'm going to tell you what it takes. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes, my regimen is crazy. I don't know, not a lot of singers. I don't know, maybe some of the singers are doing what I do, but I don't drink carbonated liquid. I don't drink cold liquid. I don't, I drink a lot of water, get a lot of rest. Don't eat like really acidic foods, that are going to give you acid reflux or anything like that. I work out every day so I can do the shows. So it's a lot of that. It's really taking care of your body and, because that's my instrument.
Seems like a lot of singers are it takes them a while to learn that, where you can't just go party on the road every day. You've got to take care of your instrument.
No, you will definitely learn the hard way if you're going at it like we're going at it. It's just everything's changed though. There's not a lot of bands that are playing live anymore. So, but we play live. We're 100% live. There's no tracks or triggers or anything like that. It's all real.
What's your warm-up routine like? How long do you start warming up before the show? What do? You have special things? You isolate yourself in a bathroom or something?
Oh yeah, I got a 35-minute vocal scale warm-up, and then I wait about 20 minutes before I actually sing live, and that's so you can get really flexible. And then there's something new that I've been doing lately because I watch these old clips of Steve Perry live, and he's got really great vocal technique. And I noticed that he doesn't drink a sip of water in between songs or anything like that. So I started doing that, and it keeps your pipes like really loose and warm, and so I've been having a lot of success with that. So I've been doing that.
Cool. We're looking forward to the show coming up on Friday. It's going to be a great show with you guys in Saving Abel and Sons of Texas, District Square in Kalamazoo.
See you over there, Johnny.
Have a good one,
Take
man.
care.